Welcome to Fun, Fresh and Footy with Pete and Ash. Welcome back to Fun, Fresh and Footy with Pete and Ash, the podcast with terrible tips, great yarns and absolutely zero editing. Why, you may ask, are we on Zoom? Well, COVID has fucking made her way down the highway, hasn't she?
Bloody
She's made her way down the highway and she's forcing Peter and I to be apart. But again, why the party hat? Ooh, like this. Why are we celebrating? Oh, fuck.
200 followers, baby.
200 followers on Instagram. Thank you so much. I know some influencers out there might be like laughing at us that we're carrying on about 200 followers. But if you had to get up and speak in front of 200 people at like, say, a live event, that would be pretty daunting. So there's 200 people out there that happily consume our content, and whether you like it or not, you're still following us. So we love that you're along for the ride and we appreciate that so much.
Funny, so good. Got to start somewhere also.
You got to start somewhere. And look, I don't know if I'll do this for every 100 followers that we do, but I do enjoy popping these things. So sorry, Mum. Woo! So as we mentioned last week, we had some very exciting news, don't we, Petey?
We do. Very exciting.
So this is how Fun, Fresh and Footy is going to roll off the back of moving forward. So this week's podcast is actually brought to you by Dr. V Energy Drinks. So Dr. V is an energy drink. So I've just got one here, one of the 4 that they offer. If our YouTube viewers to have a look, it's called Bender Mender. So Dr. V, I'll give you a quick rundown of what they are and who they are, and we'll basically make you fall in love with them like we have. So Dr. V is formulated to provide health-conscious consumers with 100% natural energy. So basically what it is, it's a 100% natural energy drink. So it uses the smallest amount of caffeine possible to be able to be still classed as a energy drink, I guess. And it's also got half the sugar as what a normal energy drink brand would have. So not only are you getting like the energy drink perks, it's good for you as well.
Yeah, bloody oath. And as you said, hardly any caffeine, which is so good, because we already probably all have a bit too much of that. And they also use wild hand-picked berries that are sourced from the Arctic Circle. The 4 drinks they offer are Siberian Rush, Brainstorm, Karma, and Bender Mender.
Bender Mender is what we've got here, and we'll probably be ripping into this one quite a bit over the next couple of weeks. Actually, Petey and I, which we will obviously get to, had some Bender Mender after our rip and tear, and let's just say it's a soul saver.
Hey,
so basically, yeah, fucking know. So pretty much, so the Siberian Rush one is for those who are interested in like gym and fitness and overall health. So it sort of targets that audience. Your Brainstorm, it wants to boost stamina, mental acuity, and memory. So that's probably one
we could use that.
I could probably. Well, that was the one we were drinking last week secretly.
I will say we had a bit of Brainstorm last week, and I don't know if this is a bit off topic, but I went on the drive home. I was singing so good and so like loud, and I was just like had so much energy, and I was like banging out these songs on the trip home, and I was like, wow, thank you, Brainstorm.
Well, maybe I poured too much into your glass because I honestly can't even remember what I did this morning. So, so that's what the Brainstorm will do for you. Lost all my notes. So the Karma is for the health conscious. So the free-spirited and relaxed female demographic. So ladies, Karma should be coming at you. And obviously the one that we're going to be like pretty much driving into the ground for the next couple of weeks is the Bender Mender. And as the name itself describes, it is to help speed up recovery. So obviously if you've had a big night on the terps or just struggling.
Maybe even a big night, just big day playing footy, help you the next day.
You put words in my mouth, Peter. It sucks that you're not here. Like, I know this sucks that I have to look at you through a computer.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're exactly right. It doesn't just have to be if you've got a fucking chronic hangover, like we did on Monday morning, but it can be from a busy day at work. It's just going to help speed up your recovery. So, look, that's the drinks. So there's 4 of those. Petey, do you want to tell us about what Bender?
So you can find them on Instagram at dr.v.energy or their website, www.drv.com.au. So jump on their Instagram, jump on their website, be able to find where to get it.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure
and what it is.
Yeah, if you jump on their website, it'll show you where you can buy them in store. So I think like most IGAs and Easy Marts do stock their product. Another really cool thing that when we were chatting with Richard, like when we were sort of setting this up, so for every 10 cartons of Dr. V energy drink that is bought, so you buy them in cartons of 12, so every 10 that is sold, they actually plant a tree. So that's a great initiative for the environment. So that's cool that we're sort of supporting that as well. So
the most exciting thing about the fact that we've got Dr. V Energy on board is that we actually get to save you all some money.
Yeah, so if you don't want to go into the shop.
Yeah, so you can get them at the shops, but especially at the moment, we've just gone into lockdown, Sydney's in lockdown, you can buy them online. And if you use the discount code FFF, all lowercase, for Fun, Fresh and Footy, you'll get 25% off, like literally quarter of the price.
25% is a lot these days. And as you just mentioned, we've gone into lockdown. So you can't so scrap everything we just said about going into shops. So you had to have your panic buying done in Newcastle by 5 p.m. today. So jump on their website, jump on their Instagram, give them a like. They're like the people that we've been talking to, they're awesome people. They're very smart people as well. Very smart compared to this guy. But yeah, so Triple F, you put that in the discount code, all lowercase, 25% off. Over the next couple of weeks, obviously we're going to be hopefully this lockdown lasts literally 5 minutes. So we don't have to do this over Zoom because I just fucking hate doing it over Zoom. But yeah, we're going to be obviously sampling the drinks and sort of going into a little bit more of an explanation of what the Arctic berries and hand-picked herbs and whatnot that goes in and why they are so beneficial for you opposed to your regular sort of energy drinks that are on the market.
I will say we got tasters and they're all delicious.
Yeah, they're all like super, super duper tasty. I can't get it in the frame completely, but yeah, you have to be watching on YouTube to see this. But like they come in like cool little bottles as well, like, and they keep cold as well, so they're not going to like warm up on you. Also, another thing that I loved is Dr. V's slogan is "Be Better." And that's something that I think that's something very fitting that we can all be well aware of, and especially myself, considering I just got another speeding fine. So we can touch on that one later. But massive shout out to Dr. V for teaming up with us and having faith. Putting faith in us, because look, we want to do well for you guys, and we are really, 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 really looking forward to working with you guys for the foreseeable future. Before we talk about our weeks, as you can see, like I know I did promise to wear this for the whole thing, but it kind of doesn't really go with the hat that I'm wearing. But I just want to shout out to Steel City as well, because the blokes at Steel City sent Petey and I like a whole bunch of stuff. Again, you really can't see it from the camera angle. They've sent us out a couple of shirts. These are like some mad little pins. I'm not entirely sure where I've committed to putting my pin, but I just thought I'd wear it here for today.
A school captain's badge.
Yeah, literally. But I'm thinking maybe my like retro Chix jersey. They sent us some hats and stickers, and I'm actually sucking the guts out of a Steel City as we speak. So massive thanks to Ryan at Steel City. He's been awesome to and from back and forth with us. So we really appreciate the merch, guys, and keep producing the delicious beers, I guess. And Petey, look, you'll get yours when you get it.
Lockdown's put a bit of a spanner in my receiving of merch.
I know. I was so excited that we'd all have it on today, but you know what?
Right.
We can all be better, aka people from Sydney saying the fuck out of Newcastle. But anyway, sorry, I should have bleeped that out. That was a bit forward.
That's all right.
So how's your week been? So I haven't seen you since Saturday.
Sunday. But
the listeners haven't heard from us in a week. So
we went out I haven't seen you since Sunday. We went out.
Yeah, that's right. We got rugby league.
Saturday we played footy. We got a bit of a toweling up, but we actually played quite well. We just like ran out of puff because we didn't have any subs.
I want to quickly just jump in there. So I like self-proclaimed that I was the fullback of the team. Now I'm the self-proclaimed flanker of the team. And for someone who's normally quite yippy and yahoo-y, I could not believe how unfit I was on Saturday.
I thought you did well.
Peter, the funniest bit was when I was like, I don't know, something happened. We turned the ball over or whatever. And I'm like coming up to you girls and like high-fiving and whatever. And you've like literally pushed me away and you're like, Creb, you got to go and get in the scrum. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, another one. Great. No wonder my fucking neck's so sore.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell the listeners about your beak and what happened?
Oh, yeah. So we were playing and made a little bit of a break, got tackled, turned around to like place the ball back towards my team. We are union players for those that don't know, even though all we do is dribble about NRL.
We know a little bit about union, not much, but.
And then one of our players very accidentally just came over just trying to clear me out. And as I was turning and sort of poking my head up to put it back, just kneed me in the head and broke my nose. And I just like laid there and I felt like one side and it was all dipped in. And then I felt the other side and it was like entirely pushed out.
I wish I saw, because I could see you like leaning on the ground. I even think I said to you, "You're right, bro." And you're just like, yeah, to be honest, I was probably that fucked. I probably didn't even say anything to you, to be honest. But
yeah, all I was thinking was like, I cannot have a Blake Ferguson nose and I do not have the money to pay for surgery. Like I was freaking. So I just like grabbed my nose and just cracked it back into place. It made this loud crunch sound. My eyes started just like watering. And then I just had to get up and sort of run on. I sort of didn't remember the next like minute of the game or two.
Did that hurt when you did that?
Yeah, really bad.
I've been playing rugby for 6 years now and I have been waiting for someone, I don't care whether they're from my team or not, to break my nose because like I have the beak from hell.
Yeah.
The beak of doom. Like I need that shaved down.
My beak's gotten uglier since it, so I wouldn't recommend.
Well, I'm looking at you and I thought you looked all right. You did send me a photo of the bruising coming out.
Been trying to cover that one up.
Well, if you can't tell, I also have makeup on today, so there you go. Look
I only have makeup on because I had to go to a hospital. But
I had makeup on because I had a really hot shower and my red cheeks wouldn't go down, and I was like, "Oh, the ring light is going to illuminate that."
I think that's why I'm like doing okay because I don't have any lighting in front of my face. So it's
look, if we have to do this like long term, I'll send.
I'm going to need to invest. I'm going to need to invest in a ring light.
To send you a ring light because. Yeah, I want to see that bruised nose up close.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what we've been dealing with. Anyway, we both went and ripped and teared on Sunday.
Sunday was a really good day, eh? It was a good day to get on the beers and a couple of Fun, Fresh and Footy fans joined us.
Yeah, fans.
I now refer to my friends as fans.
Well, basically that's what they are.
I know. They only listen to... No, I was going to say they only listen to the first 11 minutes, but they're still classed as fans.
Yeah, but we had bulk beers and just sat and talked shit all day. Basically, we would have been loud as anything, but didn't matter.
It was the perfect conditions for 1st of July drinking, except for the fact that you'd left your wallet in Taro. But that's fine. Like Dr. V says, just be better.
Yeah, well, I'm taking that on board.
Anyway,
other than that, I've just had placement all week. And
how much Olympics have you been getting in?
No, not much this week, actually. I've been very, since the old broken schnoz, I'm a little bit brain foggy. So my processing time and, how much concentration it takes me to do things is a little bit off.
I was actually thinking when I was, setting all this shit up, I was like, should I introduce you as Concussion Peter again? Is she back?
She might be back.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's all right. I like all versions of you.
That's the one positive about lockdown is no footy this week, which is not a good thing. I'm definitely not saying that, but it means I don't have to. It forces me into a week off.
You know what? I'm filthy about lockdown being on this week because Scott specifically said to me, and I know this is super off topic, but he goes, as a flanker, my now preferred position, he goes, you need to do heaps of hill sprints to work on your fitness. So I'm like, yeah, beauty. So I went to my brother's house this afternoon and he's got the steepest driveway in Aberglasslyn. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go and use your home gym and then I'm going to do a couple of rounds of fucking running up the hill or whatever.
Yeah.
So literally as I finished my last set, I was actually messaging Nilso about his podcast because shout out Nilso. They've brought back season 2 and it's been actually fucking hilarious to listen to. And he said something about, oh, beauty, I'm home. Just as I get home, we go into lockdown. And I'm like, you're kidding me. I've just spent the last 11 minutes doing hill sprints and we're not playing rugby this week.
I've done all that for nothing. I've bettered myself and made myself fitter.
I was so fucking filthy about it. So I'm more filthy that we can't rip and tear on Ladies' Day, but
yeah, that's a bit disappointing. It was meant to be the Greens Ladies' Day.
I'm sure more will come. There'll
be more ladies and there'll be more days.
There'll be more. Someone put that on a bumper sticker. That's fantastic, Peter. My week. Again, I just work. I actually took a couple of days annual leave just because I'm not actually sure why I took it, but it's been nice.
That's good.
It's just nice to not be on night shift tonight. I did agree, like we spoke about in the last podcast, I did my first overtime shift in 18 months.
How did that go?
Oh, look, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as what I thought it would be, but I got through it like the trooper that I am. We got like you said, we got towed up in footy. I literally could not fucking move for 3 days after it. I was so sore. I literally went home and I stopped at a servo and bought ice and had an ice bath straight after the game, after the hour drive home from Nelson Bay. So everything.
Oh, that was a hectic drive. I was
everything was just stiff as fuck when I got home, and even Mum was just like, "You don't have to have an ice bath. Just have a hot shower." I was like, "No, I need to do it," and I did. I sat in there for 15 minutes, just from my waist submerged. None of the shoulders got any of the ice benefits.
I mean, they were probably needed at the most.
Yeah, my shoulders were fucked the next day. They were so sore.
Yeah,
but
I actually
Go on. No, go.
Oh, I was just saying I wasn't that sore, but it probably just shows I didn't do that much.
Man, I was running at bitches and the old saying spaces, not faces. I had it around the wrong way.
Faces, not spaces.
I just was running into anyone that was there. I was just fucking tackle me, bitch. I don't care.
I mean, that'll do it to you.
I will touch on one other thing because obviously we already spoke about our dry July beers. I did one of those sensory deprivation floats yesterday.
Yeah. You're telling me this.
Yeah, which is just a big pod of Epsom
salty
salt.
water.
And you like close the thing in. So you're in like pitch black darkness. You literally like float like that for an hour in silence. And it was like, that's the third time I've ever done it. And shout out to Newcastle Float Centre. I'm pretty sure that's the name of the place I went. The dude was awesome. And it was by far the most relaxing thing I've ever done. And I actually feel like really like good today. Like I felt loose, just not as stiff as a fucking board. I even like trained a little bit of legs at Daniel's house, obviously did some running. Now we're in lockdown and I just feel like I'm going to become an alcoholic. So
yeah, I've always wanted to try one of those. They look mad.
I told you I'd get you one for your birthday, but it's either that, you've got a choice, a float or a swish from Joseph Manu. So you decide.
Oh, don't make me do that.
So you decide.
Look, I'll have to have some thinking time.
I've already decided for Mother's Day I'm getting Mum a swish from Joseph Manu.
Maybe we should put it up on the page. What would you pick? A swish from Joseph Manu or a deprivation
None.
float?
Straight after this, I will put a poll up and then that will predict your birthday present. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to write that down now so I remember. All right. So you know what that means?
Yeah.
Better bring up some notable mentions. Notable mentions.
What is that from?
That's my voice with a robot over the top of it. I've been playing around with this.
Sounded like a 90-year-old woman.
Well, better bring up some notable mentions. Yeah, that's it. All right. So that means we're going to have to bring up some notable mentions.
This is actually not very good, but the lady from the smoking ad that has to use a thing?
Well, I can change it if you want. I can do a echo.
No, I like it.
Oh, well, right. I will keep it for now. Hold on. I think the party hat's going to have to come off. Sorry, everyone, that I promised that to for the whole game. And podcast, but all right.
What do you got?
Have you got notable mentions? Do you want to kick off? Or
I had that Milford got signed to South, which is interesting.
Yeah, so that was good. Good for him. Good pickup. Listening to another rugby league podcast, because when he played at Brisbane, he was more of like the flamboyant kind of like just play what he sees in front of him, which is what kind of Cody Walker does. So I don't really know how that will work unless he becomes like he plays like the 14.
You'd think he would just be like a 14.
Yeah, so
he would have gone there on like fucking loose change. Maybe not loose change. It'd still be better than our jobs probably.
I was about to say it's still better than working in
loose change in terms of NRL.
What else you got?
I got the Matildas are out.
Yeah, I had that too. Losing to Sweden, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, and I actually didn't watch the game, but everyone said it was bullshit.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either. I've only I watched a little bit of the track and field stuff last night before bed.
Yeah, old Peter Bowl got third or fourth.
Bowl got fourth. And is it Hull? Is Hull someone?
Hull, yeah, she's through to the final.
Yeah, she made it through to the final as well.
She's got the fastest ever time for an Australian doing the 1500 meter.
God bless. Like, I don't know whether it was you that I was talking to or someone else, but like, I'm so glad that there's people out there that aspire to like run that distance at top speed. Like, that does not interest me at all. But like, I love seeing like people ripping and tearing.
They were saying the 10 kilometers. So this is like whatever, but this is as someone who's you used to do a fair bit of running, so you'd understand like what your little watch says. When
I love how you emphasised you used to do a little bit of running.
You might do it now.
I've done a couple of fun runs in my time, guys. Yeah, keep going.
But anyway, like, you know that bit on your watch that tells you how many minutes per kilometre?
Like your pace, yeah.
Your pace, yeah. That's what I was saying for the 10K. For the whole 10K, their pace is like 2 minutes something.
Holy fucking...
I'm like, I'm like... Fucking
run like 6-minute Ks, eh? I literally
run 6-minute Ks.
And you're faster than me.
No.
I've just got longer legs than you, so my cadence is better.
Yeah. But like, what the hell?
That's incredible. Just really quick divergent from that. When I worked for the Greater Bank, they sponsored the Fernley 15. So obviously I entered that. And they used to run, there used to be this ex-Olympian, and his name escapes me. He used to train us on a Tuesday night at whatever that track and field thing is across from number 2. And I loved it. It was so much fun, like doing all this interval training. That was probably the peak of my fitness. And I remember it was our last 400 before we were leaving, and I was running with him, and he was just like talking to me, like having a normal conversation. And I'm like full sprinting. I'm like, can you either jog on or stop fucking speaking to me? It was just so natural. He was just running so naturally. And I'm just like fucking. So
like, I couldn't even sprint a 2 minute something kilometer, let alone do it for 10Ks.
No, not interested. I like short distance. I actually prefer not running at all. So
yeah.
Unless it's into a line of forwards.
I do plan to do a bit of running now that we are in lockdown.
Should we run together? Oh, we can't. I live in a different suburb, do you?
I know. I feel like if anyone's watching on YouTube, I was looking down for the first little bit of this podcast, and it's because I was making a Kinder Surprise Blue Eagle thing.
I was also wondering what you were looking at. I was like, what's more important on your phone than speaking to me?
No, I was making a bird.
That was it?
And he flaps his wings.
And you made that all by yourself?
Yeah.
You're clever. You should have been an engineer.
Well, I mean...
What else have you got? I know that we've, if you want to swing the ball my way, we're currently sitting on 17 gold. So I checked the stats just before we started. So 17 gold for Australia, which isn't like fucking too bad. Keegan Palmer, he was the skateboarder. Is that how you pronounce his name? He won gold. I feel like we've missed a massive topic. And that's the fact that we were almost out of a job last week. The Brisbane snap lockdown that St. Peter V'landys had to come in and pretty much shake Anastasia, whatever her name is, and say hello.
Yeah. Well, it was just, and then it was all kind of a non-event. It ended up being back on anyway. So.
You know what really, really, really shit me about that butt is Sportsbet like avoided all your bets. And I had Latrell Mitchell first try scorer.
And did you have to put it back on if you wanted it to be on?
Yeah, and you had to put it back on if like they refunded you all your money, bless their hearts. But then I forgot, and I had Latrell as first try scorer, and the bugger got first try scorer. So
that's such bullshit.
I was a bit annoyed about that. So a couple of other ones. Dale Copley joins the Roosters from Brisbane. Yeah. So he's on the wing. So he used to play for us years ago. So I'm guessing that's the back that we were looking to buy.
And he is starting this week.
Yeah, so he's in the starting side. Ben Hunt played with a broken arm for 20 minutes last week. Yeah. You know that?
Yeah, I did hear that.
Ben Hunt, look, even though I hate the Dragons, that's a captain's
That's a gutsy effort.
That's a captain's knock. And there's just quickly 2 other things that I want to touch on, unless you've got anything else to notably mention. I won't play that terrible sound again for you.
I liked it.
So Rowan Browning's mullet is impressive. The sprinter, I know he didn't get the bickies, but anyone that's got a mullet, especially in the athletics game, they mean business.
Interestingly, Pino went to school with him.
Did he?
Yeah.
What a fucking small world. You're going to love the last bit I'm going to say. All right. I don't know. And I'm sure it's obviously been talked about on other sports podcasts if you dare to listen to other sports podcasts. But Gutho,
I don't know why you'd need to.
Gutho's ratty. Now, have I not said to you before that I have messaged Clint Gutherson personally on Instagram and said, hey, mate, you look good. You're like a great football player and you're gorgeous without the long hair. Like, cut it off.
I feel like you literally said this last week and now he's done it.
Oh, well, there you go. He's probably fucking listened. It's probably I tagged them in everything. So surely they have to
Did you message him off the potty page or off your personal page?
I can't remember. Probably both, to be honest. And my old PT page. I sent it off all 3.
Well, that's
now he's got like this. Now he's got like this weird rat's tail on the top of his head, and I was like, oh,
I don't like it, but I think
I don't
like it, but I think it's better than the just like top knot he had going on.
Do you think that the conversation that we had last week about obviously Turbo shaved his head, Sam Walker shaved his head, they're like, all right, it's business time, baby.
He thought, fuck, I need to mean business as well.
Especially considering they got their asses fucking handed to them last week.
Especially considering they have been nothing but business, like nothing close to business lately.
No, and they won't be. But does leaving a rat's tail mean business?
I would say it means more party.
I feel like that's party. That's Mad Monday. That's
he's signed out off. He's like, it's Mad Monday time.
Do you know what? We'll put a second poll up. Gutho's ratty, and we'll get the listeners advice, like what their thoughts are. Does Gutho's ratty mean party or business? Because like you can shave your head all you want, but if you leave a little bit on the back,
it's not business. It's not cut and dry business. That's for sure.
No fucking way. All right. So
I have one thing.
Go. So I need to get
the volleyball girls, beach volleyball, Clancy and the other girls have got a very long last name. They're through to the final.
Yes, they are the most athletic looking people ever.
Yeah, they look great.
Those girls are great. We cleaned up in the pool. I know that. Like we pretty much went to business in the pool. So there was, I know we don't have to shave our heads to prove that in the pool, but like literally they pulled their caps on and just fucking swam through our nation. They did a lot better than our men. No offense to the men, but congrats to the girls. Congrats to the volleyball girls. Hopefully they come through with the bickies too. Other than that, I don't really know much else about the Olympics. I haven't really been following it that well. I watched some cycling the other day.
I watched it. There was an Aussie in the rock climbing last night. And I sent a snap to you. Like, there was this one girl. She was from South Africa, and they were having a go at this like one obstacle, and she had like 5-6 attempts and just never got past the very first little rock. And I was thinking, I could have done that.
Do you know how hard rock climbing is?
Oh, I know, but she didn't do anything.
Seriously, Pete, there's a rock climbing place at Adamstown, and as soon as we get out of this shit show, we'll go. I went there with
I don't want to go.
You don't want to?
I don't know. I don't know if rock climbing is my go. I've got a heavy bottom.
We'll take someone with us to film it because I want you to face your fears. I went with Katie, your sister, and the 2 kids, and like I'm scared of heights as it is. But like it's really hard. It's really hard. So we'll get someone to vlog that for us. We need to get a personal vlogger. So if anyone wants to send through their resumes, please do that because otherwise
I Made might do it.
What's its name?
Don't know.
What do you reckon?
Vlog.
Vlog.
Vlog. Yeah.
Vlog the purple bird. All right, let's quickly review round 20. Now, I know because we weren't doing this over Zoom, I had actually planned to be super sophisticated and just do everything from my computer. But now I'm like, fuck, I haven't written anything down. So I have to do it from my phone. So we'll just kind of breeze through this. And unless you've got anything important that you want to say, because I've got nothing.
I didn't watch a huge deal of footy last week.
Thank you so much for saying that because obviously Saturday was canned.
Yeah.
And we would have missed most of it.
We were canned.
But we would have missed it anyway because we were at footy. And by the time we got home from footy, it was what we would have seen the last 20 minutes of the last game. So all I know is the Roosters absolutely whopped the Parramatta Eels.
I watched that one Thursday night game.
That was the game of the round and it was fantastic and it brought joy to my heart. The fact that those beta Parramatta Eels could not even fucking score a try. I was like, Gutho's like, I need to do, and didn't he? Is that the game where he swore at his teammate?
Oh yeah, he said, he yelled it. It was at Opachik, and he said, "You dumb."
I was trying to line it up.
I was trying to get you to line up. Yeah, essentially, and then I
love a bit of riffraff on the field, eh?
Anyway, then we heard someone yell out later, someone from their team kicked it and it just went dead straight up, like someone from Para. And we thought it
wasn't
was
Drew Hutchinson.
No, for someone from Para actually, but normally is Drew. Yes. And we thought it was one of the Chooks players like having a crack because we heard it over because there was no crowds. It was like
yeah, you can hear so much more. It's great.
Yeah. Anyway, he booted it right over the dead, and someone's gone, "Good fucking kick." And we thought it was a Chooks player, but turns out that was Gutho as well.
Oh, the lippy little bastard, eh?
To his own player. I was like, woo-hoo-hoo.
That's why he shaved his head. He's probably having a midlife crisis. He's probably realized, fuck, we're not winning it this year. I'm going to cut a rat's tail, and hopefully that might bring some hope and joy. To be honest, like when we get into the preview, we'll find out, because I don't think they'll win this week either.
I will say the only thing that happened in that game was that Josh Morris is hurt. Was he hurt? Oh, no, he was already hurt, was he? No,
Brett Morris is hurt.
No, Josh Morris is out for 6 weeks now. He got hurt in that game.
What did he do? I can't even remember Thursday night.
His calf or an ankle or something. He's definitely out for 6 weeks.
Oh, well, that would make sense why Copley's making or Copley, or however you pronounce it, is on the starting side. Yeah. Okay, I definitely don't remember that, but I do know he was our first try scorer. Obviously, Hot Boy Manu. Whoa, that was another thing. Hot Boy Manu ran for over 300 meters in that game.
As a winger.
As a winger, just getting so involved.
He played so well.
Yeah, so it was no surprise that he was our player of the round, and don't you ever call us bias. Yeah.
Surely no one's thinking that or saying that.
If you are, shut your lips. The next game, so Tigers versus the Warriors on the Friday night. Warriors got over the Tigers. I think this might have been like a late thing.
Look, it was also our margin game, and honestly, fuck.
It was our margin game, which always stuffs us.
Tigers are so inconsistent. Like, get alive and fucking like grow up.
Did you say get alive or get a life?
Get a life. I hate them. Like, why are they doing this? Like, why they came out, I forget who it was last week. They came out and pumped someone. And then this game, they just come out and get beaten by a very depleted Warriors.
You know what? All I'll say about this game was Ewan Aitken scored a double and he liked our post on Instagram. So that's probably the only positive that I'll get out of that. So
thanks,
congrats to Ewan Aitken, and I hope you're listening. Fuck the Tigers also. Broncos 37 over the Cowboys 18. Now, I went the Broncos. I didn't. I know you didn't.
Yeah, I've kind of signed out of the tipping comp, I've decided.
Oh, what the fuck, you pussy?
I'm just like mentally checked out. It just
man, I thought you've literally deleted the app and everything.
Oh, no. No.
That's all right.
I was mentally checked out of it. All the losers are up the top, so I'm like,
Sorry, don't refer to them as losers. We know what they're really called.
Snitches.
They're a bunch of snitches. That's what they are. Especially Liz Kennedy. I'm sick of Liz Kennedy taking the podium every fucking year. Stop being share it around. I don't know what went so wrong. I was coming first for ages.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Since we started this thing.
This is our bad luck charm. Stag's got a double.
And he's also now out for the season.
Yeah, what did he do? His knee or something again?
Knee, I think.
Not as bad as before, but that's not good signs for them.
He's the only person in that whole team that's got a bit of get up and go about him.
And he's a hot boy, so
yeah, he is.
They're lacking in that department. Now, obviously, no games were played on Saturday against Hamilton Hawks and Merewether Carlton. We won't tell you the score. We'll just tell you that we got thumped into the ground and we're very sore after it. So all of Sunday's games, I don't remember a thing. I only got glimpses when we'd go to the bar.
Yeah, I wasn't watching. Same? But what's the Raiders score? Raiders, they got beat.
Yeah, so
by the night.
Yeah, it was Knights 34 over the Raiders 24. Now,
I didn't watch this, but literally all I have to say is fuck the Raiders.
Yeah, we had a very in-depth drunk conversation at the table after full time, and I don't know. I just don't know. I don't fucking know about the Raiders, I don't know what Chinamen I've ran over in a past lifetime. I don't know who's got a voodoo doll of me at home and they're like pinning constantly. But like, what the hell are the Raiders fucking doing?
I'm over talking about them. I'm over them disappointing me. I'm over like everything. It doesn't matter what way I tip. They're gonna just
it's you literally, it's either you tip them and they lose or you don't tip them and they win. It's just like this bizarre circle that you just keep going on and on and on a bit.
We've definitely got like a curse or something on us.
We probably are cursed, but who cares? Chase the chaos. We said that once. I enjoyed that. So if it ain't toxic. All right.
One of our haters might have put a curse on us.
Who?
I said one of our haters might have put a curse on us.
Well, when we get to S&M, we'll talk about our haters. Storm 37 over the Panthers 10. Now that's again no surprise. Storm are just like in that fucking 18th gear that no one else seems to have in their car. So they've got like NOS coming depleted. Out of yeah, and they're depleted, but like they weren't that depleted. So
they had no Appy, no Yo, no Cleary.
But they still had Jerome. They still had Matt Burton, who's like the next big thing. They had Jerome Luai, Dylan Edwards, Stephen Crichton, Kikau,
I know,
Liam Martin,
but he's not.
Kurt Capewell. We all know Kurt Capewell. So they still had a decent side. It's just like
I know, but they haven't been a good enough. They haven't been a good team for like long enough to know how to play without their stars.
Well, you guess what, baby? You versed us this week, and you know what? I hope we absolutely pound them into the ground. Now, I can't remember whether you saw the last of this game. I don't even know what time it was played, but the Dragons versus the Bunnies, 50-14. Do you remember any of that game?
No, I didn't watch it, but no.
Yeah, it's not important. All we know is the Dragons suck. And I'm just having a look at the try scorers here. Latrell got a double. Reynolds broke his try scoring drought. He got one. Your boy Milne got one. Yeah. Everyone actually got one. I think everyone on the team list got one, to be honest, except for Latrell. He got two.
That's what happens when you score like that many.
But like we spoke about this before.
Anyway.
Why didn't they just have everyone out all at once and get it over and done with?
Yeah, because they're stupid.
All right. So Monday, then we had Monday night football. So that's great. That was great for everyone.
Yeah. Titans versus the Dogs.
Yeah. The poor Dogs. Like I know we think that they're due for a win, but that wasn't that night. They got absolutely smashed. So the only thing I'll say about the Titans here is that, and I know that they're versing like the Dogs who are coming like fucking last, is that obviously the defense is like tightening up a little bit. So they're not leaking as many points as what they used to.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. Because Dogs are playing better than what they normally do.
Hold on one second.
You good?
I'm asking her to shut
the door.
Anyway,
the next game was Manly versus someone or other. Who did Manly verse?
Manly versus Cronulla, and absolutely put a bloody cricket score on them as well. Saab got a double. Yeah. Harper's back. Travojevic with the fucking hat trick. It's almost like the odds probably aren't even worth. Like, oh, sorry, am I keeping you up?
A little bit, yeah.
That's all right. That's all right. We do dribble a bit on here. Travojevic getting a triple, a hat trick or whatever it's called. Like, yeah, wow. Anyway, so I got 6 from 8. I don't know what.
It was on at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I did too.
You got 6 as well?
I got 5 or 6. I think I got 5. Oh, I might have got 5.
I'll tell you how many you got. Peter, you got 5. I got 6.
Anyway.
We'll get on to that. So that actually does lead us to our Chix leaderboard, which you've officially checked out of. So Brittany Sager on 117 points, Tar on 115, and Liz on 114. So also shout out to Naomi for getting the perfect round this week. So congratulations, girlfriend. You have leapfrogged me. So she's the dark horse. She spent a lot of time at the back of the pack. I thought she was quite settled at the bottom down there with us, setting up camp, and then she goes and pulls out that. So that that sucks because, yeah, I've got a lot of work to do between now and then.
Yeah.
All right, you got anything to say on the tipping, or are you ready to move on?
I'm ready to move on.
All right, let's go.
Come on.
All righty, Petey, what's that mean?
Star and Marge.
The Star and Marge is where we talk about. Oh, no, you do it. You lead for once.
I was actually just going to say what my star was. Star is someone we love, something that's been good, whatever. Marge is something terrible. I feel like it's starting to become self-explanatory in the title. We know what Marge is.
Unless you're a new listener.
Surely, our listeners.
Unless you're new.
Yeah, but you can get the gist. Marge doesn't sound good, does it?
Because you'll become addicted to this.
I think you will.
All right, go on. Who's your star, babe?
My star is Trent Robinson. I just think he is such a gun coach. The fact that he has got a team that is so depleted. Like, we've got freaking no one. Like, no one is still in.
We spoke about him last week about him being a robot because he's that fucking good at.
I heard a stat, and apparently this is last week when Josh Morris was still playing. I could be wrong, but 62% of their cap is not playing.
Yes, actually, I heard that today as well. Like, that's fucked.
That's so, and he's still winning games like against the Eels, who were top 4. Like,
I love I love that stat that you sent me right before the Eels game. How we haven't like lost to them twice in 1 year, and I was like,
twice in
we're on here, Petey. I can't remember where I watched that game, to be honest.
Just at your place. It was the day after. It was the day when we finished this podcast.
Oh yeah. See, I've got no memory. I have no memory of anything. So shout out to Robbo. Like, you are. I think like you're up there with the Craig Bellamy's and the bloody who else? Wayne Bennett's and whatnot of the world. He's a super coach, and what he's doing with a depleted team is amazing. Now, my star finally getting a run on the board is my mum and dad. So, Peter's parents have got about 14 stars. So my parents have decided to. I've decided to name my parents as the star because, bless their hearts, they went out and bought me some new bedding the other day because mine apparently looked depressing and sad, and they wanted to make my room look a little bit more homey. So they went out and like dragged me to Pillow Talk, which was fucking torture. But now I have a beautiful like yellow bedspread and like fancy cushions that I can't sleep on and stuff. But my whole bedroom.
Have you been feeling happier since the yellow bedspread? Happy
is like yellow. Just is a happy color, isn't it? But no, I haven't been feeling happy. No, I'm kidding. as I take another sip of beer. No, so yes, I am happy with my new bedding arrangements. They're fucking smick. Like, but bedding is fucking expensive.
Fucking oath.
So yeah, that's
fun.
I think
like I've got the same sheets that I had since like year 9, and my mum, they're real fancy ones, but mum bought them as well. And I'm like, I'm never going to be able to afford sheets that expensive. So
go to Kmart, just get a fitted sheet.
But they don't feel nice. They don't feel good.
No, they don't.
I'm a snob about the feel of sheets.
A sheet connoisseur.
You got to have that 2000 thread, baby.
Yeah, well, I don't know what mine are, to be honest. You'll have to ask my mum. I'll get her to jump on one day. I'm sure she'll love a yarn with you and me. All right, your Marge, go on.
Oh, my Marge is a tie between us going into lockdown today and me having and concussion Peter being back.
No, I don't mind concussion Peter.
Yeah, it's just like a little bit worrying for my, long-term health and all that.
I didn't mean to laugh at that, but yeah, I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, and it's also just made like this week super hard because it's made me like very low mood and also like really hard to concentrate on anything. And so like,
are you going to go and see like the struggle? Are you going to go and see like the concussion person again and maybe get some tips or whatever?
No, I don't really have tips other than rest, so not really much.
Oh,
That's
well,
all I have for it.
hopefully you can take it easy. And yeah, obviously us being in lockdown, you can't do too much over the weekend. Just take it easy.
Yeah,
and
which will be handy.
find something good to
But
watch.
anyway,
on
what's your
Netflix.
Marge?
Plenty of fucking footy to watch.
Well, I'm supposed to not really do screens.
Well, actually take back.
But it's
Read
fun.
a fucking book. I don't know.
I think I'm in recovery.
Read a
What's
book.
your Marge?
Well, the Marge I originally wanted to go with, I'm not going to say on air, so we can announce that after.
Yeah,
we can talk about that off air. But my Marge is, so I'm a potline operator, and we've got this one job called pot tending, and I know this goes on a tiny little bit of a tangent. So you get 5 pots you got to look after over the course of your block, and after playing flanker and not being able to move like the majority of my body freely, doing this raking of like the pots and like pushing down ledges and stuff just made a fucking terrible job even more terrible. Like the job itself, like they should send prisoners in to do. It is so like just crap. So pot tending after flanking gets my Marge for the week. So I hope I never have to feel that sore and do that again.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll talk about the other one off air. No, I'm kidding.
I want to hear now. After.
No, I'm kidding. I don't hate anyone. All right, where are we? We're at round 21.
Round 21 preview.
We're fucking getting into the pointy end of the season, Pete. I don't know what the fuck we're going to talk about when all this rugby league's over, but
we talked for like half an hour at the start of this podcast.
I know, I love it. I just actually like, do you know what?
League.
Once rugby league's over, then we can just talk whatever the fuck we want about, and like it'll just be so free flowing, and I reckon that's when the party hats and the poppers will come out even more. All right, so let's get into these round reviews, I guess, and who we're tipping. Previews, sorry. You know I get it wrong every week. Are you hearing a clicking noise, or is that just me?
I think it's me.
No, I can hear like a clicking.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
Oh, I was playing with the Kinder Surprise egg before.
I'm like, there is something clicking in the background of this, and I'm like, I hope it's
no. But if it's still going, I'm not you. If it's still going, it's not me. Or it might have been my chair. But anyway.
Oh, for fuck's sake, who knows? All right, tonight. We'll get this out tonight. What time is it? 6:30. We've got an hour and a bit. Knights versus Broncos. So Piercy's back. KP skip.
I've gone the Knights.
Yeah, I've gone the Knights too. Staggs out now. I don't see
Katoni Staggs is a massive loss for Broncos. And apparently they've also sacked Brodie Croft.
What? He's been dropped to reserve again?
Someone said that, yeah. Well, Dad was telling me tonight.
Fuck, I could get the team list up and fucking do this, but
I could be wrong, but anyway. And also, Levi is starting at hooker in the Broncos, and Arthurs is in for Tony Staggs.
No, it's saying Brodie Croft's 7, so
yeah, right. I think they would.
That's coming from NRL.
Brayley and Crossland are also out for the night.
Yeah, they've just been.
Crossland, obviously, he's just out because of Pierce.
They've just
been. Brayley had a head knock.
Correct. All right, who cares about them? But I think the Knights will win. All right, here's one for you. Here, this is what it will get us hot and bothered. Raiders versus the Dragons.
I'm going to Raiders.
I need to see the ins and outs. Why is the internet
going? I can tell you. Sutton and Harawira Naira are both in. Oh, Harawira Naira was already in, but he's on the bench now, which I thought was interesting. Sebastian Chris is out. And also Elijah Anderson is on debut for the Raiders. And as for the Dragons, Lomax is in, Ramsey's in, Bird's in, DeBellin's in, Maguire's in, Laurie's in, Ravalawa's in. So, like, a lot of their big guys are back.
So, pretty much all are back except for Ben Hunt, their skip.
Hunt is out.
Jack Bird at fullback, random. Where have they got Corey Norman? Oh, Corey Norman's back in the halves.
He's back in the halves. He was in the centres.
No, look,
I still think I'm going to go the Raiders.
I've also backed the Raiders, even though, look, we'll probably tip the Raiders and they'll probably lose, but who knows? All right, so the late game on Friday night, we've got the Eels versus the Rabbitohs. Now, after the whooping that the eastern suburbs gave, I'm sure that the south side is going to absolutely fucking drive them into the ground. So
they're going to
what's
get
your
fucked
prediction?
by every side of Sydney.
Yeah. East,
Rabbits.
west, north, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Sorry,
if they versus the Tigers next week, they'll be getting fucked as well.
I reckon the Tigers will fucking give them a run for their money. I
They might even get fucked by the North Sydney Bears.
Do you know what? Put Parramatta back into reserve grade. Like, just drop them from the comp altogether.
Yeah.
Like we were talking
Let them
about,
get fucked by the North of Sydney too.
Put the Raiders in the bin. We're like, no, sorry, put Parramatta in the bin. And if they lose to the Bunnies,
and also,
go on.
Sorry, go.
I was going to say if they lose to the Bunnies, I fucking hate doing this.
Yeah, Zoom is like very hard.
You say your bit. It's very hard when two people interrupt.
I was going to say, I heard that. Well, the problem is when you're talking in person, you can kind of hear each other even though you're interrupting, but here you can't really hear what they said.
No.
But anyway, what I
haven't been listening to you the whole time.
Parramatta have apparently like the run of doom back into finals. It's like
it's pretty much whoever they're versing is pretty much who they'll play through the final. So they're gonna have to do it
so they've got like a terrible run. So put them in the bin. Good. Sorry, Mum, put them in the bin.
Good. Is that who your mum goes for? Have you found out who your mum's favourite hot boy is yet?
No, I'll have to ask her. I see this every week.
Fucking one job. Like I found out my nan's.
Mum, if you're listening this week, please text me and tell me your favourite hot boy so I don't have to remember.
Janet Salter, we're calling out to you. Janet Salter, please report back with your hot boy of the NRL. All right. So first game on Saturday now. Girls, the 11 listeners that should be listening, this is our margin game, Warriors versus Sharks. Who have you gone?
I've actually gone the Warriors.
Yeah, me too. I've gone the Warriors. I reckon they just stole the win.
By 10.
I went 8. Fuck, we always have a 2-point margin.
They're never correct, but they're always very similar to each other.
Well, should we quickly swap to Cronulla now? I don't know. Cronulla got their asses. Cronulla got their asses beaten, didn't they? Oh yeah, by Manly.
And Warriors beat the Raiders. So
yeah, I don't know. I'm sticking to this. I reckon Warriors will be good.
No, Warriors beat the Tigers, I think.
Yeah, it was the Tigers. I reckon Warriors. It won't be a huge score because I reckon Sharks will be looking for redemption. However, hot boy Reece Walsh,
still
Ewan
no
Aitken,
SJ.
new friend of the show.
Still no SJ, still no Moylan.
And Moylan, and SJ he's gone, hasn't he? He's on a plane back to New Zealand.
Something like that.
I'm pretty sure I heard that on Bloke in a Bar.
Sure, they weren't talking about Roger Tuivasa-Sheck.
Did we not talk about that, or do you want to talk about it?
No, we did. No. I said, are you sure they weren't talking about Roger Tuivasa?
No. I was listening to the one they did with Hello Sport today, and I'm pretty sure Sean Johnson has also like left and gone because he's done his hemi for the season, and they won't make finals. Right. Oh well, I don't know. Where are they on the ladder? Oh, they're coming 8th. Who knows? Who cares, actually? Okay, so...
Oh, Warriors also have... Sorry, I did wanted to say... Warriors also have Harris Tavita, Fanua Blake, and Lodge all back in.
Oh, yes, actually, that's what I was going to say. Chanel's back, and you fucking love Chanel.
I love Chanel.
And fucking, what's his name? Fanua Blake. He's just a beast of a human being. So he can...
Honestly, yeah.
He can just roll over
Harris Tavita's a new hot boy. So he helps add to the hotness. He adds to the wins.
So whoever has the hotter team is technically who we go for, basically.
Yeah.
No, we just go off vibe. Okay, game of the round, Saturday, 5:30. No one in Newcastle will be doing anything, so I'll probably be getting pissed on the lounge with my parents. Beauty. Actually, I never even thought about this. My old man goes for Panthers. I wonder if he's working this weekend.
That'd be heaps good.
I hope he's not. I have a feeling he is, but Chooks versus Panthers. Now, again, I haven't even wasted ink on this because I'm going the Chooks.
No,
Cleary, oh, good girl. I'll get mine up too for the people that follow on at home, if you can see that. Also, if you aren't subscribed on YouTube, get your fucking asses on there and subscribe. You're missing so much great content and great outfits, and you miss shit like this. You only get to hear it. So
and birds.
And the bird. That smells like proper gunpowder. Oh, fuck, that stinks.
But anyway, we've got Dale Copley in.
Is it Copley or Copley?
Jared Maria Hargreaves was, I think it's Copley.
Yeah, but whatever. We'll figure it out.
I'm pretty sure it's Copley.
Vossi will let us know.
And Jared Maria Hargreaves he got cleared at judiciary, so he is good to play, which is very handy. And obviously Josh Morris.
I just want to stop you right there for 1 second. I swear to God we celebrated Jared Maria Hargreaves' 250th game not that long ago.
Last week.
No, I know it was last week, but I feel like we did it. Or maybe I'd just have been stuck in a time capsule or something. I swear to God it was like weeks ago that we did it. I don't know. Yeah, that's where my head's at. Look, Panthers still have a very strong... Yeah, you go on.
They've got Appy back in, Yo back in.
Dirty dog.
Tavita Pengai Jr. comes onto the bench.
Oh, yes, he makes his debut. He makes his debut.
He does.
I still think that we absolutely... So, my personal multi for this, for anyone that cares, and look, I'll be honest, remember how we touched on Dylan Edwards' big dick and how he could kick 2-point field goals? Kick 2-point field goals with James Tedesco running at you, bruh. That's all I'll say. Right. But I've got my own personal multi, Chooks, 13 plus, Sammy Walker, anytime try scorer. Cash money.
Beautiful.
And I'm full.
I quite honestly reckon it's going to be a mad game.
I'm pumped as fuck. That's why I'm really hoping Dad's not working, because that'll be really cool to watch. Unless we lose, because then I'll go to bed early. And that's the 5:30 game. All right. So Manly versus...
That's bedtime anyway.
Manly versus Storm, last game on Saturday night. Now, this will also be a ripper of a game. Who have you gone? I'm interested to see.
Yeah, this will be a heaps good game. I have gone Storm, but I wouldn't be so surprised if Manly go for the upset.
Yeah, look, I've gone Manly. I don't know, that. This literally will be a coin flip game. I'm pumped for this game because are you playing with that thing again, or am I hearing things?
No,
I'm hearing things. Thank you for clarifying. Yeah, look. I don't know. I just love Manly's streak that they're on, and they just seem so dominant and whatnot. And surely Storm have to just lose a game somewhere. But
yeah. If they're going to lose one, it's this week. But yeah, it's still at the end of the day, Storm are very clinical and they are very good.
It'll be very testing for Manly, but I've just called Manly off a vibe bet.
I'm super excited. I don't know if it's my world telling me to do this, but I just was writing out my tip today and I circled Manly first and I was I meant to circle Storm, so they're both actually circled.
Yeah, that's your subconscious telling you to go Manly.
My subconscious is telling me to go for Manly, maybe.
Well, anyway, I've gone Manly, you've gone Storm.
It will be a very good... honestly, Saturday's games are going to be fucking unreal.
I will not be leaving the lounge. I won't be leaving. I'll be...
And scored it when we've just come into lockdown.
I'm stocked up to the brim with alcohol, so I will not be... I might even FaceTime you or something. Might even get a ring.
Did I have to get alcohol before today? Because I don't have any.
Oh, really? I made my dad go to the bottle shop for me when he was pulling out of the driveway. Yeah.
Well, they announced it today and I was at place, I didn't get home till 5.
No, Dad said to me, because apparently there was this huge lineup at BWS and it was a shit show to get in. And they're like, we're staying open. So I'm sure you'll be able
to. That's what I was going to say. I'm pretty sure all the shops are still staying open, groceries and grog, the essentials.
Well, they're essentials and grog is essential, especially when there's fucking 3 ripper rugby league games on Saturday. Exactly. Now we'll all probably spend Sunday hungover, which is that's when you rip the bender menders out. So just a quick another shout out to Dr. V. So after you spend all night drinking Steel Cities like there's no tomorrow, you get an absolutely rugby league drunk, ripping and tearing, watching the Chooks smash the Panthers. You wake up, you smack a bender, get a good feed into you, and then we roll into Sunday Arvo. Now, normally our Sunday Arvos consist of us sitting at Merriweather Bowling Club. Obviously, this week we can't do that because we're locked down. I feel like I'm in a fucking cage. All right, first game on Sunday, we've got the Dogs versus the Beta Tigers. That little smirk.
I'm thinking about going for the Dogs.
Oh, my God. I was just about to say, that little smirk makes me think you're going for the Dogs.
I think I might be.
Guess what? So am I.
Oh, copy.
Tigers. They're due for a win.
I also thought Laurie out still, obviously, for the season.
Yep.
Also, I thought it was a bit of an omen. Just as we were hyping up the Ondioto, he's put in as the starting half for the Dogs. Well, now that Flanagan's been dropped. So,
what the fuck has Flanagan done? He must just be like a riffraff or he just must be hard to coach.
Yeah, and his form's just not that good, I guess. Also, they've dropped Ockenbaugh or however you say his last name, and I think that's for the best because he was not good. You know, the winger with the big dreads?
Yeah, but where's what happened to our boy that did the judo tackle? Where'd he go?
I don't remember.
I don't remember his name now.
I don't remember what tackle you're talking about.
On Cody Walker the other week. He played in the halves. Fuck, Lachlan Lewis. Where'd he go?
Oh, Lachlan Lewis.
He's obviously been dropped too, or is he out for something?
Don't know. I think he's probably just still out for doing that.
But I feel like he played last week, but
nah.
I swear
no, he didn't. That's why Flanagan was back in.
I swear to God he played last week. Unless I
don't think so.
Yeah, all right. Don't worry, I was wrong. That's all right. I'm used to being wrong. I literally am the dumbest person ever. All right, let's wrap this up. Last one: Titans versus Cowboys. Obviously, we're going the Titans. Surely you're not going the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm going the Titans.
Titans are looking dominant. They're looking a lot more tightly knit, which is nice to see.
Although Peachy is out.
Peachy's out? Oh, well, that's...
But I'm still going Titans.
Yeah, I'm still going Titans.
Also, Val Holmes is back. Val Holmes is back from injury.
Oh, do you know what? I was just about to say Val Holmes is out. And then you're like, Val Holmes is back. Oh, yep, he's back.
Yeah, he's back.
That's all right. AJ Brimson at the back. Jared Wallace has been ripping and fucking tearing. I'm like a big fan of him. Ash Taylor's been playing some of his better footy. There's no one really sparking interest other than Scott Drinkwater, but I know we've kind of been blowing a little bit of smoke up his ass, and he hasn't really been doing that much. So,
yeah.
Sorry if you're listening, Scott. Just put your
Granville's actually been having an all right crack at fullback. Though.
I heard the funniest thing on. Go on.
No, I just said he's been playing good back there.
Yeah, I was going to say I heard the funniest thing on another podcast, and it was he does not have a fullback's haircut.
No, he doesn't.
He's got that big mop of hair. But yeah, considering he's been a hooker forever, fucking killing it. All right, I don't have a I didn't have enough time to make a Penthouse Multi button today, but that's where we lead into. So
that's what I did want to say, though. Sorry, I forgot to say it about last round, literally all the way back to the review, but it only made me think of it with Jake Granville chat. Moses Mbai actually fucking smashed it in fullback last week. I know they lost.
Who, for the Dogs?
But he got... No, for
Tigers,
the Tigers.
Sorry.
When Dane Laurie got injured, he dropped back into fullback, and I know they lost, but he had a cracker. He played really well. But anyway, we'll move on to the Penthouse Multi. That's all I have.
No, just give me 2 seconds. It's so much easier to do this on the computer because I'm spastic.
You what?
Just look at scores and shit.
Oh, it doesn't matter anyway.
He scored as well. I knew
he had a great game.
So did Dewey. We love Adam Dewey. He's our favourite.
Right.
All right, we've got our penthouse. We got our penthouse multi. So we kind of got a little bit stuffed around last week, guys, because games were voided and stuff. So I didn't go back and check to see what went through and what didn't. So we will give you like out of 16s and percentages from here on in. All right, game 1, Knights versus Broncos. I've gone Ponga anytime try scorer. I reckon he absolutely
I've gone
lifts.
Sorry, go.
No, that's what I was just
I've gone best anytime.
Sorry, we've just done the same thing again. Who did you say?
Getting hard. I've said Bradman best. You said Kalen Ponga because he's captain. Well, I think we're around it.
Fuck, I can't hear a thing in these headphones. All right.
Righto, Raiders versus
Dragons.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, if you want. I've got Rapana, anytime try scorer.
Jordan Rapana, ATS. I've gone Raiders 13 plus.
Ooh, that's bold.
I think we'll fucking absolutely rip them into the ground.
Yeah, I think that's like the Raiders don't typically.
Unless it's the opposite. Unless it's the opposite, then I don't.
They'll probably get beat 13 plus now. I'm not. Anyway, Eels versus Rabbits.
So I've gone Reynolds.
I've got Milne, my boy.
Your boy? Oh, we're gonna have a lot of try scorers. Yeah, I've gone Reynolds again. So he's broke the drought with his little chip and chase last week, which was sexy as. I love seeing a little chip and chase. So shout out to you, Adam Reynolds. And how do you pronounce his first name? Is it Tane Milne? Tane Milne. So hopefully you cross the white line too, baby. All right.
Next one, I've just gone Warriors head-to-head as they are not the favourite.
That is so funny because I was like so conflicted. I'm like, I bet Peter picks the Sharks for this. So I've gone Warriors head-to-head or Peter Hiku anytime try scorer. So let's go Peter Hiku anytime try scorer as well.
Did you just pick him because he's got a mad name?
Is it that obvious? He's got a girl's name.
For the Chooks one, I've just gone head-to-head Chooks. They are paying like $3.25 just to win.
Well, I've gone Roosters 13 plus. Are you mad about that?
I just think both. I think Raiders and Roosters, both of those picks of 13 plus is a bit wild. But
do you want to chase the chaos or do you want me to rein it in? I'll only rein it in for one of them, but let's go Roosters. Let's go Roosters head to head.
Yeah.
And we'll go Sam
and
Walker.
Do we go Copley or?
No, we'll go Sam Walker anytime try scorer. Was that a grunt?
I just feel like I don't know.
He's due for one.
Like, have you ever won a multi?
Have I ever won a multi? No, not really. No. Actually, yeah, I did once. I picked remember that fucking really bizarre one where I made the line like -40 and Morris to score a hat trick? I would have sent it to you. It was something bizarre and I did win it. All right, Manly versus Storm. What do you got?
I had Storm 1-12, but you picked Manly, so we're going to have to go try scorers.
Well, that's all right. We can still go Storm 1-12 because I've just got Turbo as a try scorer.
That's all right because you didn't pick him.
It really doesn't bother me because, to be honest, if we make it past Thursday night, that's always a bonus. And that was fucked about last week. We did actually make it past Thursday night.
I'm going Remus Smith.
He's actually been having a blinder, to be honest.
Yeah.
All right, Dogs.
We've got
Dogs Tigers. What do you got? How much is the Dogs?
I got Biondi-Odo. Dogs are paying $2.75, which is not really that much. But I've got Biondi-Odo anytime try scorer.
Well, I went Josh Jackson anytime try scorer, but I'm thinking about changing that to Dogs head to head now.
Yeah.
Do you reckon, or do you reckon the captain will get over?
I'm taking the Dogs, so I can do it.
All right, let's go. Dogs head to head.
And Biondi-Odo.
Because I didn't know if you'd agree with me on that, to be honest. And what's his name? Beyondiodo.
Beyondiodo. Did you just ask me so I get to say it again?
Yeah. I don't know how to spell it. That's what
Titans versus Cowboys.
I've gone Big Jared Wallace anytime try scorer.
I've gone Tulagi anytime try scorer.
Who? What's his first name?
Tulagi. His first name is Murray.
Murray Tuagi. That's all right. Just so I can put.
And you've gone Jared Wallace.
Jared Wallace. Yeah, 100%. Where's my NRL thing?
Right.
It's actually heaps harder doing it off your phone than it is the computer. The computer makes it look like you're more professional, and I can't stare at the thing.
So you can't actually put a whole dollar on this one today.
Why?
But if you were able to, it would be because it's worth too much.
Yeah, go on. What's the price?
$2 million, $474,342.35.
Is that because I went Raiders 13 plus? No, it's because it's because we're taking some smokies this week, and fuck that. We should be able to take some smokies.
We should be allowed to put a whole dollar on it. It's bullshit.
It's business end. It's business end, baby.
That's what I mean. Like, we should be allowed to win $2 million if we want to.
If we won $2 million off this, I would stop doing this podcast and just actually I'm
but
kidding.
That's the thing.
I'd buy us a podcast studio. I think I said that last week when we were going to win 180,000.
Yeah.
I'd only be able to rent
That's the thing, though. Now we can only win 990,000 or something. So
it's all right. We can still buy. We'll just buy a smaller one with a pool.
Yeah, it'll do.
Well, Peter, this has been.
I think that is all we've got.
Yeah, this has been delightful.
It's been hard when you're working out the Zoom thing.
I've missed you immensely sitting next to me. It's weird. I'm surrounded by beer cans and Dr. V drink. Another big shout out to Dr. V. So make sure you check out their Instagram. As Petey said before, it's dr.v.energy on Instagram. Their website is drvenergy.com.au. And then if you use the code FFF, all in lowercase letters, you will get 25% off at the checkout. So we've been hitting the Bender Menders. We probably will be hitting the Bender Menders for the next couple of weeks. So enjoy yourself, save yourself some cash, and enjoy
the discount code.
Yeah, enjoy the wild herbs and berries that are going to give you natural energy. Because let's be honest, who doesn't love
vibes?
Yeah, who doesn't love Arctic Circle natural energy? Because I do. I don't know about anyone else here, but I do. Yeah, Peter
I do.
All right.
They're my favorite type of berries.
Yeah, they're the only berries. And you know what? We'll rip deep into the berries next week when we've got a little bit more time. I'll post this up on I'll post the multi up. I'll try and get the podcast up. Just be safe. Everyone stay at home. Look after yourself if you're in Newcastle. For our overseas listeners, don't come here. If you're in Sydney.
This will be the one good thing about lockdown is Sydney people won't be tempted to come here because we're also in lockdown. At least they won't.
Just everyone stay the fuck away. Everyone look after themselves. Thanks to the boys at Steel City. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter Volandis, for making the greatest game on earth continue. And we'll see you guys next week. Sound good? Ciao.
All I do is win, no matter what.